October 10, 2019, issue 988 of these energy transmissions coming through the Omega Communications portal. Hello, are you ready to be with me and to ascend into the station of light? We ascend or expand our consciousness to be in that area, initially in what they call the receiving area, a transition space. And this enables you to be very clear and focused into the expanded state of consciousness. It's in that expanded state of consciousness that you are more able to receive the energy and information required for you and for all aspects of you, and for your purpose and your presence in your present physical body. This is how we begin today. Welcome. I am known as Orem, and I come forward enveloping you in the energy here as you present yourself into this area. And it is your presence that amplifies everything which you receive, your presence as an energy being, a light form, the infinite essence of you, which of course is always you. But in this state, as you intentionally come into this space, you bring with you different levels of your consciousness that relate to your present earthly life and to other existences. Now, in this way, we are communicating with you in a way you would refer to this as a telepathic, mind-to-mind connection. Therefore, in whatever way you are receiving this energy transmission, you will feel you are being directly connected into a space where you hear the words directly in your mind as if they are indeed spoken directly and individually to you. You are quite used to this manner of communication. We remind you of this. It has always been part of your existences, especially as we refer again to the aspect of you in your original existence as a form, a conscious form, fully conscious of your connection to the creative intelligence or source energy, and yet clearly defined as an individualization of that. And in that way you accumulated data and experiences. And you continue to accumulate data, experiences, all manner of coded information in what you perceive. And initially, when you come into this station, this information is collected from you, is recognized by the energy that envelops you in this space. You are therefore presenting the current state of civilization and environment, and the expansion of consciousness experienced by individuals, but especially by you, and what you accumulate in that way. This is gathered, this is analysed, it is perceived as something which can be worked with, and therefore you already are assembling more patterns and codes to envelop you and for you to present all around you into the space that is defined as the planet, defined as your life, your personal life. In this present, you are also experiencing a reconfiguration, an energy that is working through you and all of your processes. This continues a process of disentangling from you misinformation, or information that has become out of alignment with your core true essence pattern from source creation. And indeed, take the opportunity to allow this reformation and repatterning to occur for you. It is necessary for this to be accomplished before you will be working more cooperatively and consciously with many of the other galactic beings here who bring in the higher order and the continuation of new creations to come forward to assist the evolution. We are saying you need to be clear. Your energy field needs to be clear. Your consciousness needs to be correctly in tune with the intention. And every time you reconnect in this way, this is being outworked around you and for you. In particular, there is the layer within most people, many people. We won't define it or limit it, but there does exist the potential to move into the state which is away from the pure intention and alignment in the love, joy, fulfillment states. And it is only when you are fully operating from those states that you comprehend the effect that you have and the necessity of being in those expanded states of awareness, that you will have a greater impact and assistance around you. Now, for a moment, we are helping you to see that you can be working with some of the individual vessels of transportation who observe and who carry awareness with the beings in them to assess the pathways, the energy pathways surrounding the planet and deeply within the planet, and the various satellites around the planet. These pathways all need to be clear, to be managed in the formation of the fabric of the energy grid around you all. Now, when you are in the higher state of awareness, you are indeed aware of this pattern. And it is part of this pattern that draws you to travel to various destinations or to have various visitations in areas, or drawn to connect with other individuals. You naturally move along the pathways which you acknowledge, which you resonate with. And in this explanation, this will confirm to many of you why you go to certain places and where you feel you are required to be. Although at times when you arrive there, you have no idea of the concept of why you are there and what is occurring. And this requires your deep intuitional trust as you attune yourself into the location or the presence of the other people. A reminder to you here of the energy sphere that surrounds you, connected always into source energy. That energy sphere, while you might think it is like a clear bubble around you, contains a great deal of information and the coordinates and the awareness of this energy, process and fabric. So it is the outer edge of your energy field which firstly connects you into some of these other areas. When you agreed to come into this current life pattern you are experiencing, before you entered into the form, this energy sphere was present, was very strong around you. And you had within it the information needed for you. Many of the patterns had the potential to be connected into. The potential is always there. This is another way that you can reconnect into areas of that potential that are valuable to you as you progress and you process levels of realization which you have and perceptive potential spaces and places and experiences. You will be choosing all of those when it is appropriate. And in similar fashion, you can choose to clear some of the patterns that you have already experienced. Clearing is a very good tool and word for you to be aware of, and this is suitable to bring to your attention in this current energy experience with us. Clear, clearness. Clear the energy around you, clear your energy space, clear your physical space that you inhabit. Many layers are involved in this. From this level of working with your presence here also, focus your intention on the clearness surrounding the planet and its system. As you do this, in your awareness may be the appearance of other beings in their presence as a light form, helping this process that you are engaged in. This can be done, of course, with presenting the clear space and the clear energy, and that is the potential that other ones will be able to access when they choose. This energy potential referred to is the higher intention offered from source energy. So you are simply aligned with that, immersed with that, working with that. This may seem simple. You may also be aware that there are places in the station where there are more complex workings occurring, and you will be aware of some of the groups of beings involved in this. Many of them are working out patterns of travel, areas of connections which will offer opportunities, and also which will bring into the current civilization opportunities to investigate and to understand some of the processes that had been hidden by some organizations and beings. And so it's being revealed. And part of the revelation is to bring forward higher patterns of energy to be resurfaced and to be used in the ongoing expansion of you. Always the potential is there for what we would call the highest good to be incorporated in all of the creations of groups or individuals who have the visionary experience of these new levels of activity and ways of working. So when you support those levels, then the energy they receive is expanded and amplified, and so there can also be a coherence in the manifestation of many new creations to assist you. And the assistance is to help you remember the higher pattern that you work with and bring in. In this sense, there is no device that you need. It is your conscious intention which restores or creates or clears. All of that is part of you. Now, all of this has been presented to you in a way that you will be feeling this fulfilling you. Therefore, your focus now is being brought back to the initial chamber where you entered into the station of light. And thus I withdraw now. Orem out. Hello again, this is Lani back in my awareness as I position myself here with you again in this conscious connection that we have. So this seems to be all for this session, and I now bring you back. And you will feel you are being drawn back into your current body form. Love this. Fill it with that joy, love, upliftment, the state of ascension that you experienced in this session. And as you go over this session, in whatever way you receive it, it compounds your state of awareness, amplifying it. I believe that word was used during this session. And indeed, I work with these energy transmissions every day. And every day I hear something different. And it assists me to take a step into a further expansion. And I know that I'm fully supported by those beings with their intention to assist us. And from the other evolved aspects of each one of us, also with the intention of assisting us, assisting you. So take all of this into you, take in a breath now and open your eyes and be fully present back in the current moment. This has been wonderful again, and I thank you for being here, and everyone involved that facilitates this. Thank you. I end this session through the portal now.